Nice to see so many here. Thanks for coming out. I want to welcome everyone. It's great to have you all here. If the concert this afternoon was any indication of the show that is to come this evening, you're in for a real treat. And now, as they say, on with the show. Having toured extensively across Europe and beyond, Paradyme Duo, formerly known as Reg and Andreas, are thrilled to share the magic of their latest albums, Be the Light. Launched last fall, and for the past couple of weeks, they have been bringing that same inspirational energy to communities here in Manitoba. With powerful two-part harmonies, they create a warm, friendly atmosphere as they sing their pop songs and ballads, creating a powerful two-part harmony. Along with their songs, they will for sure share a heartfelt story behind the songs and from their life experiences. Ladies and gentlemen, without further delay, please put your hands together for Paradyme Duo.
We were told by our booking agent in Germany that Reg and Andreas were absolutely not due, and first impressions mattered, so we had to find a name. And we've been kind of like for like 6-7 years off and on trying to find a name and couldn't agree on anything, so we just went back to Reg and Andreas. We said, of course, we could just change our names to Reg and Andreas, but that wasn't really going to work either. So, so then, anyhow, so we went kind of hunting and looking at Paradyme. You know what a paradigm shift is, or a new paradigm. You know, it's like it's sort of a way of thinking or a way of being, like, or how you see life, how we see life.
There can be political paradigm shifts when you change from one government to another government. There can be scientific ones, for example, when they found out that the Earth is probably not flat or round, or what is it now?
Well, we can't figure out which it is again, but you know, it was flat, then it was round, and now there seems to be people that think it's flat again. You know, whatever floats your boat. You know, so.
But we want to challenge each other. That's when we write our songs. We want to challenge each other, but also challenge the people listening to our music to change their paradigms, or maybe at least to be a little bit open to see things from different angles and different perspectives. And so that's what we are trying to do with our music. We actually wrote a song which is called New Paradigm. So it's kind of our signature song. So let's sing New Paradigm, and let's be ready to change our paradigms.
Yes. Deep within my soul there is a river, crushing ice and snow along the way. How can I let it flow beyond all measure? Watery, thirsty grass out of the grave.
What was all around me go unnoticed, when my mind is trapped in a fog. The greatest gift I can give is my attention, reminded of the truth, we're not alone. For it is time for a new paradigm, with a twinkle in my eye, lift my head up high, and it is time for a new mountain to climb. It's no crime to simply shift our paradigm.
Am I deeply deceived and in a slumber? Information deluge all around. How am I gonna breathe if I am drowning? Way too much to take in, but I have found that it is time for a new paradigm. With a twinkle in my eye, I lift my head up high, and it is time for a new mountain to climb. It's no crime to simply shift our paradigm. Time for a new paradigm. With a twinkle in my eye, I lift my head up high, and it is time for a new mountain to climb. It's no crime to simply shift our paradigm. It's no crime. It's no crime to simply shift our paradigm. Thank you.
So, Reg, I'm sure you had to change and shift some paradigms lately.
I did. So,
I don't think you usually would like to walk with a cane.
it's never been my dream, shall we say that. But, you know, 2 weeks ago, I'm helping my son move. And all of a sudden, I find I'm carrying a couple speakers that are these long, sort of thin ones. And I end up tripping over a door jamb that goes on, like, onto a concrete ceramic tile floor. And I fall, break my kneecap. and I break my wrist in 2 places. But the real fun part was actually later, after I would finally go to the hospital, because I'm a guy, nothing's broken. I mean, come on, you know. And it was the risk driving home from my son's, the hour and 10 and 15 minutes to drive home, that my wrist just, I couldn't get it to rest nowhere. It just was throbbing and just a constant pain. So it was like, oh, finally, I couldn't realize I wouldn't be able to sleep. So drove into the hospital at 1 in the morning, and well, lo and behold, I got a broken wrist and a broken kneecap. And well, you know, I asked the doctor, she gave me 5 milligrams morphine, and I said, can I drive home? Yeah, it's only 5, you'll be all right. So that's what she told me. And then, of course, an hour later, when the pain hadn't lifted, some other person gave me 10 milligrams morphine. And so I got 15 milligrams morphine, and I got these 2 casts, and I'm not really thinking about too much, because I just want to get home after at 4:30 in the morning when they're releasing me. And the nurse, he says, you know, really, you shouldn't drive with a cast. And I said, I got here, I drove like all the way home, plus another 20 minutes to get here. I think I can drive home. So nothing was said about morphine. I didn't think about morphine. I get in the car and I drive home, no problem. And then I get out of the car when I get there, and I have to cross the main street. And as I'm crossing the main street, I have this sensation of feeling sick, and I'm going to faint. And I went, oh no, not in the middle of the street. And I'm trying to race across the street to get to the sidewalk so I can sit down while I do a face plant, and I'm out cold for at least 5 minutes in the middle of the street. And nobody came and drove over me. That was 5 in the morning on Easter Sunday morning. Maybe, you know, God took care of me on Sunday morning of Easter. I don't know, but nobody drove over me, and I woke up, and it felt so lovely until I opened my eyes and I saw I was on asphalt. Well, now what? And I'm laying there going, well, I don't hear any cars. And then thinking, okay, broken wrist, broken knee on the wrong side of each other. I don't know how I'll get up. So I make an executive decision and roll onto the sidewalk. It had rained, so you can imagine how lovely that was. And I'm laying there going, okay, how do I do this? I just can't figure out how I'm going to get up. So finally I go, well, good thing my phone's closed. 911. Yes, and they came and they got me, and well, yeah. Anyway, I got in and found out the only wrong with me was morphine. So they checked all my vitals, they checked everything, and I was fine, healthy as a horse, except the morphine. So, and the guy goes, you drove home? I said, what do I know? So I had the most beautiful, you know, road rash for a couple of weeks, well, a week. And then it healed up, and now I'm pretty again, so this is good. So, you know, I sent him, it was kind of fun, because in the morning when I woke up, I hadn't seen myself. So I get up and look in the mirror. It's like, oh my God. So I took a picture and sent it to him just to get him, you know.
And he got me.
I mean, go big or go home, right? So
that was one of the detours of life. You did not expect that you were gonna do this. No. But did this detour have something good for you?
Of course. Listen, guys. You know what? You need to travel when you have to sit in a wheelchair, because you know they just whisk you everywhere. I got in front of all the lines to all 3 of the airports I had to be in. I got carried everywhere. I didn't have to do a thing. I could walk, but I couldn't do anything else. So. It killed me to have to like cut in front of all the lines, go right through security. It was just tough, you know, but I got through it. You know, you know what? I could have been worse. I could have been in a cast, and then I may not have been here. So, all right. So we have written a song called "Passenger of Life," and it has to do with the journey of life we're on, that we don't know how we got here, but we're here. And we're going, well, okay, now what? And then we think, well, I can manage myself. I don't need anybody else. But then as we kind of get going, we realize that that deck of cards we're trying to play with is missing a few cards. So what do? You can't quite manage on your own. So then maybe if I join with my buddy or somebody and we figure out together how to put a full deck of cards together, we can play the game of life a little bit better. So sometimes you need to kind of like be willing to share, willing to support each other. That can be couples, but it can be friends, it can be family, it can be lots of things. But we all need and do better if we can kind of go through life with at least a little bit of help, a little bit of each other, a little bit of support. And it makes life a whole lot easier than just trying to do it all by yourselves, because nobody actually is an island. So we wrote this song called Passenger of Life. How do I learn to give up control? What can I do to live with sadness in my soul? Walking on a road home, feeling all alone in the snow. Been over this before, but I never seem to find something that can answer these questions on my mind. All around the world, these thoughts have dragged my heart on and on. You can say the word and I'll follow you, though the hardest part is following through detours. But often ever the straight road can't get to you. How do I live with all this on my mind? How do I learn to give place to find anything at all that might cast a light on the aftermath of being a passenger of life? Make this game of life with a partial deck of cards. Need to give it all, though you might be missing parts. None of us are made to live and figure out this road on our own. Learning not to hide away the short string of hearts. An open-handed game is where the healing starts. Walking on the road home, and we're not alone anymore. You can say the word and I'll follow you, though the hardest part is following through detours. But often ever the straight road can't get to you. How do I live with all this on my mind? How do I learn to give place to find anything at all that might cast a light on the aftermath of being a passenger of life? A passenger of life. Oh, the journey may be short or long, or the twisted path has made me strong. But traveling along, we've got to share it with another passenger of life. How do I live with all this on my mind? How do I learn to give place to find? How do I live with all that's on my mind? How do I learn to give place to find anything at all that might cast a light on the aftermath of being a passenger of life? How do I learn to give place to a passenger of life? Those on my mind. How do I learn to give place to a passenger of life?
So in the fall, in October, we released our new album. Our new album is called Be the Light. And we were actually invited to participate in a big conference in Dallas, Texas, to perform at the conference in front of 5,000 people. And the conference was called Be the Light. It was not a Christian conference. It could almost sound like it was a Christian conference, but it had to do with light therapy, phototherapy.
Yeah.
But so they had this theme. So we decided we wanted to write a song called Be the Light for this conference.
So we did. And we released it. The first time we performed it live was at this conference in front of 5,000 people. That was a trip. I was about freaking out. We met this really, a girl who was she's on Good Morning America. She's like she was hired to do the whole, be this, like one who introduces everybody and just master ceremonies or whatever for this whole thing. She was this very cute little half Spanish little girl, and she was just adorable. And we just clicked with her. We had more fun backstage than being at the conference. We were just backstage most of the time. But anyway, she said to us, because it's a little nerve-wracking. You think you got to go in front of all these people. She goes, you know what? You need to just look at it as you're not nervous. You're just excited. She was just excitement. That's what you're feeling. You're not nervous. You're just excited. And that was like, wow, what a good advice, because it is true. You're excited, and that's what's doing it. So that's her way. When she sits in front of millions and does her thing on Good Morning America.
And we actually had 3 upcoming bands warm up for us and be the opening act. So we had the Blues Brothers Show Band, and we had Gwen Stefani and Maroon 5.
And that's a fact. They didn't open for us when they opened at the conference. They were at the conference. So, we were really, really incredibly blown away that we got to be on the same kind of place as these guys. Yeah, so that was kind of fun.
We're going to sing Be the Light. Don't just see the light, but be the light.
Be the light. It's like, don't just stand on the train platform watching the train go by. Get on that sucker and go for a ride. Because you know what? Life's too short. You gotta live it. Because you don't know what you got tomorrow, right? Let's go.
Trains are passing by, afraid to take a ride. Always standing here alone, longing for a place, wanna join the race, not just sitting here at home. Life goes by in waves. Gonna take the ride and leave it all behind and say, don't just see the light, go beyond. There's more than we're dreaming of. Don't just hold the light, pass it on to someone who needs it more. Travel to the moon, see everything from outer space. Feeding from the sun will evaporate any haze. Don't just see the light, you gotta be the light. In the valley down below, so dark and moving slow, hard to see the path until a light that breaks the night, a radiance so bright, shining from the top of the hill, flowing with no fear, reflecting in her eyes, the energy is rising here. Don't just see the light, go beyond. It's more than we're dreaming of. Don't just hold the light, pass it on to someone who needs it more. Travel to the moon, see everything from outer space. Feeding from the sun will evaporate any haze. Don't just see the light, you gotta be the light. Oh, 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 oh. You gotta be the light. Oh, 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 oh. Life goes by in waves. Gonna take the ride and leave it all behind and say, don't just see the light, go beyond. It's more than we're dreaming of. Don't
wow, is it a trip for me to be back and see so many familiar faces. Melanie had almost dragged me out of here because I was just talking to everybody and hugging everybody and before the concert. It's so awesome to be back. Awesome to be back, really. So, and then there's some people that's taken me a few minutes to go, oh, that's who that is. But, you know, we all change, right? That's called life.
Yeah, you changed a lot, Reg.
Yeah, thank you. You too. Isn't he sweet? Or something.
But it is really fun to be back. This is my 6th time performing in this hall, I think.
You said that very well. He had a little trouble with the sixth thing. Earlier in the one this morning, because we had a concert at noon, he kind of said it. I almost laughed, but I restrained myself.
But actually, that was earlier. It was the 6th earlier. Now it's the 7th.
The seventh. This is the 7th. Right, that's true. Yes.
All right. But it's cool to be here. The first time Reg and I performed here was back in 2002.
That's right.
And I remember this hall being packed. There was around 200 people. And that was the first time ever I performed at such a big, maybe not big, but a place where it was just me and Reg or me and somebody, not a church or anything where people just gather, but they came actually to see us. And then walking around in your little cute town here and go shopping in the days after, everybody would greet me and I suddenly knew the whole city, the whole town.
The whole metropolis of Carberry.
The whole city of Carberry.
Yeah, it is kind of fun. I mean, we go back a long way. We got to know each other in 1998. He came in for a haircut. If anybody doesn't know, I'm a hairstylist by trade, can't tell at all. But anyway,
That would be actually a fun time to ask. Anybody here, by raising their hands,
very high,
had their hair cut by Reg?
I love you. I tell you. I'm very happy. We get this all over the place.
Yeah, but especially here.
Yeah, I know. It's good. It's good. Everybody. I mean, hey, I got they're just everywhere. It just worked I don't know what it is. I know the longer I've known people, and if there's any thread of real friendship, it's like we haven't lost 2 seconds and we're back to where we were. So to see people, well, it just makes my life so much richer. I feel like I'm one of the richest people on earth. I really do. I have so many.
You also look like one of the richest.
Okay, y'all want to hear where we got these outfits? And I know they're kind of wild, but you gotta bear with us. We were going to this conference in Dallas, so I'm gonna sing this thing, and we didn't really have anything really good.
Spectacular.
No. So we are there a few days ahead. We're looking everywhere trying to find clothes.
We went to the most
expensive mall in Dallas, Texas, North Dallas Mall, and it's Gucci, every name that's stupid expensive was there.
But boring.
It was oh my God. It was
underplayed.
Underplayed plus, anyway. So we're going dude, and I'm going get me out of here. I couldn't stand it. And so we get picked up by an Uber driver, and it's a really nice black guy. And I said to him, dude, where do you get your clothes? Where's a good men's clothing store? And he goes, I got a place for you. So we end up at this place that had been from 1960, only family run, and it was clothing for black men. So the black community in the U.S., particularly Dallas and the South, the black guys and the black women, when they go to church, they dress to the nines plus. And we end up in this place with the most wild clothing you could imagine. And it's only men.
We picked the most modest we could find in the shop.
Not far from it, I'll tell you. So we were there 3 hours. They treated us like gold. They were so sweet. And it wasn't even expensive. It's like we're going, dude, we hit the jackpot. And we had 2 days. They got it altered and everything. They had to do stuff, right? So we went head to toe, and we walked out of there with $800 for outfits. Dude, that's cheap. So in our world, Denmark jacket would cost that. So, for us, we're going, yes! So, We were happy, so that's why we look like this. Listen, we just ordered clothes from Pakistan. We have ordered some of the most ornate, wild stuff from Pakistan. We can't wait for that to come. It's going to be shipped soon. We're like, we can't wait. We're like, so. Because you know what? You go on stage, you need to look like something. For me, see Gwen Stefani, she was amazing, and her outfits were out of this world. She's a designer, so she had all this really cool stuff. Everybody matched, her dancers matched her outfits, you know, all this stuff. Really cool stuff. And then after her came Maroon 5, and they all looked like they just crawled out from under a bed. And I'm going, oh boy. Like, the contrast was so extreme, and I'm going, I'd rather do the Gwen Stefani, at least look like you actually care about the people, you know. So, for me, I feel like it's complimenting you. I want to do this for you. I want to give you guys an experience. So that's what we're doing, even with the crutch and all.
And there was one end we didn't tie yet. You said I was getting a haircut.
Yes.
This is how we got to know each other.
Yes.
Back in 1998.
Yes, when he was 6 and I was 12. we were early bloomers, both of us. So I'm cutting his hair, and he tells me that he played the piano and he heard me sing, and I had this little, like a birdie in my ear, ask him to play for you, and I go, I don't know him. And no, ask him, I don't know him. So I waited till he was gone, even though the birdie kept saying, would you just ask him? And I go, no, I don't know him. So I get him checked out, find out he's okay. Then I call him, and then he thinks I'm weird. So he makes me wait 2 weeks. I call him back, and he goes, oh, couldn't make an excuse. Ended up at our house, and we can't, even though we were apart for many years, it just kind of stuck. Yeah. My kids think he's just their big brother, so it's, although my kids are way bigger than me. And little Tracy, so that's a nickname I have for them. So like the kids love them, but when Bella and Bella's 6 foot tall, my daughter, okay? So when she sings with us, when we bow at the end, I really try and get him in the middle, but because it's so fun to put, you know, beep, 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 you know. So, but he's so big in himself, it doesn't matter, like, he doesn't care. But he tries to put the girl in the middle, you know, but we have a little fight about it, it's always fun. Anyway,
yeah. I think now is the time to sing another song.
Before we talk all night. Yeah. It's okay, you're having fun, right?
Yeah.
Good. You don't want anybody bored, right? So Andreas, keep it up, keep up.
I will do my best. Let's dream and believe, okay?
Okay. There are times in my life when I'm dreaming. Those are times when I sense a greater plan. Then there's times when all hope can slowly fade away. But then I say I'm alive today. With every dream comes the cost to fulfill it. With every hope is the risk it will not last. But hold on and you'll see, pushing through brings victory. I will say all along the way, dream and believe, sing along with me, deep in my soul, love has made me whole. A life of dreams can bring rejoicing. That's what you feel when you see a baby smile. Each one unique and free, blooming full in mystery. God has a way, life begins today. As time moves on, days go by, leaves are falling. Yet inside, time stands still for one and all. It seems so strange to me, makes no sense, but look and see. Life goes by, spread your wings and fly. Dream and believe.
These are all feelings that we've had. Life is full of passing facts, things that life can drive us mad. On and on it goes. Will it stop? God only knows. Hold on fast, the truth will last. Dream and believe. Sing along with me. Deep in my soul, love has made me whole. Dream and believe. Sing along with me. Deep in my soul, love has made me
So back a few years ago, Reg, you toured with a gospel choir.
I did.
And it's a little bit related to the song we're going to sing now, because you were not only singing and dancing, oh, maybe not dancing, doing drama, but you also did sign language for the deaf people.
That's right. We were a deaf awareness group, so we toured around and sang and did drama, but we also did sign language. And sometimes we toured primarily in churches or all kinds of things really, but we would even perform in deaf churches, we would perform in all kinds of situations. That was really cool.
And this is also what initially brought you to Denmark.
It is, because in 1984, when I was 2, we went and toured. we toured Europe. We were in all the eastern U.S. and we did. I think we were 6. Well, I don't remember. Anyway, then we were 6 weeks in Europe. We were in Denmark, Sweden, Finland, Russia, Holland, and Belgium. And on that tour, I just seemed to get the Danish bug. I felt like I had to go back. And 2 years later, I went back and I married Eva, and a Danish girl, and that's how it's been. You don't look back, but I bounced back and forth. We bounced back and forth between Canada and Denmark, which has made my life. I also feel very rich because there's so many people we've got to know through seasons of time. So this song I wrote when Andreas and I had just kind of gotten started working together, and the song, what happened was I was reading a psalm in the Bible, and this one verse just hopped off the page and just boom, it was like it was in me. And I was like, that's kind of wild. And I've been writing a melody for like 6 weeks and I had no idea what it was for. It was just, I had a melody, a full melody, but I had no clue what the song was going to be about. So a few hours later, maybe that evening, I'm just all of a sudden going for a walk, and all of a sudden it's like, wait, what if I took those words and do they fit with this melody? And they just like fit like a glove. And it was like, oh my God, that's wild. So the verse was, though my flesh and my heart may fail me, God is the strength of my heart and my portion both now and forevermore. And I can say, as a man standing up in front of you, turning 65 this year, I know I don't look a day over 22, but I can tell you this, that when my heart has failed me and when life has really, really broken me, God has become the strength of my heart, and He has carried me through the worst, the hardest, and I can only be very, very grateful for that. So this song I wrote is called Strength, and I'm going to use sign language when I sing it, even with a broken wrist. So it works. So. I'm so tired of all the times I have failed you, and I wish I could start again. It's so easy to promise that I'll never and I do it again. If I could see you, Lord, in your beauty and splendor, all my fears would melt away. And if I could come and visit you, oh Lord, in your heavens, then I'm sure I never would stray. But my flesh and my heart, they may fail me, but God is the strength of my heart, and He'll be my portion, both now and forevermore. By your grace, oh Lord, you have held me so tightly. Truly, Lord, my life's in your hands. All my doubts, fears, and worries, they are crushed in your presence. Precious Jesus, I'm at your command. But my flesh and my heart, they may fail me, but God is the strength of my heart, and He'll be my portion, both now and forevermore. My flesh and my heart, they may fail me, but God is the strength of my heart, and He'll be my portion, both now and forevermore. Both now and forevermore. Both now and kind of struck me strange that when we started this tour, we tour a lot in Europe, and we've even been to Pakistan, and we've been lots of places, and it's awesome. But I haven't been back here, and since the whole 6.5 years and lockdowns and other things, it's almost like we began writing more and doing things, and so what we're basically singing is all the songs pretty much that we have written in the last number of years, and that are on our last two albums mainly. I mean, this last one, Strength, is on an older one I did, but it's just kind of weird to come and do a concert of all our own music. It's like good, I mean, in a good way, but it's just, it kind of brings it home to me because I haven't been here for so long. So suddenly I can feel the contrast, because before we used to do lots of covers and different things, and now we're doing simply mostly our own stuff. So it's kind of, it's fun. It feels good. So.
And one of the songs that is on our Phoenix album is the one called Seize the Moment. This song, we actually wanted to call it Phoenix first because it's like a song of rebirth, a song of getting up after a fall, getting up after you. Right?
Yeah, it was written for me back, some years before.
We ended up calling it Seize the Moment because it's more than just getting up, it's also seizing the moment, being living your life every day.
When life smacks you in the head and you fall flat on your face, you can either lay there, which you might need to for a minute, like, don't get me wrong. You know, sometimes it's actually unsafe to get up right away. I do know that from personal experience. But you can't stay there. You just can't. So you have to kind of like get up, and even though it hurts, like, you still got to get up. And when life does that to us, yeah, we got to lick our wounds for a bit, but really don't stay there too long, because that's a death sentence. And life is too short. We got to live. And I mean, I've been hit hard in my life. And you know what? It only makes me, I don't want to say the word like ticked off or something like that. One close to that. But, you know, but it's like, I am not going to stay down there, and I'm not going down there again. I will succeed. I will have victory in my life. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy or that I've just got it all together. It just means don't give up. Because you know what? Tomorrow's a new day. First day of the rest of your life. And if it was a crap day today, guess what? Tomorrow's a new one. We get to write a whole new recipe. So, we're good. Storm waves smashed me against the shore. Lying there and all I can hear is the ocean roar. Wave after wave crashed over me. Doom and hopelessness were all I could see. Though the sky seemed so black and I was in pain, had to face all my fears and rise up again. Seize the moment, don't let go. Though life can be a rolling, it is worth the trip. Wait and see, ride the wave while free. And in the morning I will rise. Let the dawn break upon my eyes. I can feel the power within, more ready than I've ever been. I'm ready to go in. Eagles take their time learning to fly. Days go swiftly by as birds in the sky. Take charge of my life, this is my time. Riding the wave, making it mine. Seize the moment, don't let go. Though life can be a rodeo, it is worth the trip. Wait and see, ride the wave unafraid. And in the morning I will rise. Let the dawn break upon my eyes. I can feel the power within, more ready than I've ever been. I'm ready to go in. Oh, dancing through the rain. Oh, serve something else. Seize the moment, don't let it go. Though life can be a rodeo, it is worth the trip. Wait and see, ride the wave unafraid. And in the morning I will arise. Let the dawn break upon my eyes. I can feel the power within, more ready than I've ever been. More ready than I've ever been. More ready than I've ever been. I'm ready to go in. I just love being here. It's so fun.
We, on the same album as Seize the Moment, we also wrote a song about losing a friend or losing somebody you love, losing your mom, losing anybody in your family,
Close to you.
anybody that you like.
Anybody you like, just listen to that. Well, I like it.
But this is the thing we all go through in life, and we are going to lose people that we love.
Yeah.
And we wrote a song called Clouds Away, because in that situation we just want to send all the clouds away.
If I could sing all the clouds away and wish the darkness out to sea to stay, if I could dance with you just one more day, I would sing the clouds away. As I think of you while I'm walking home, of the days that passed when I cry all alone, the sun breaks through like a smile from you. Now I feel less on my own. If I could sing all the clouds away and wish the darkness out to cease to stay, if I could dance with you just one more day, I would sing the clouds away. I am thankful for moments we have shared, like upon the bridge when you felt so scared. Memories like the smell of your hair. Now I sit here all alone. If I could sing all the clouds away and wish the darkness out to sea to stay, if I could dance with you just one more day, I would sing the clouds away. I lost my way, where can it be? 'Twas a road in here I cannot see. In time I'm sure to find my way. Tomorrow sees a fresh new day. In the light of day all will be new. And I know there's hope, they say it's true. Now I will sing all the clouds away and sing the darkness out to sea to stay. Wish I could dance with you just one more day. I will sing the clouds away. 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 I will sing the clouds away.
So we have one last song before the break. It's called Tell Me. And we want to let you know that in the break we have CDs with us. And they're located on the table down by the kitchen and also by the front here. And we have a little competition. The one who buys the most CDs. Just kidding. Those who, because we have Anne Barron standing somewhere in the back, and she has an iPhone or a telephone or an iPad or something, and you can put your name and number in there, a name and email in there, and then those who do that tonight, they will get our newsletter, but they will also participate in the drawing we are going to have later to win a free CD. So if you want to have our newsletter, you have a chance of winning a free CD.
Be on our mailing list and all that stuff, so we can spam you and
Annoy you very much.
enjoy you, where it just really, no. So, but yeah, so Joe, why not? Yeah, you can keep up with us, what's going on. Tell me you love me and hold me in your arms. Love me completely and keep me from harm. You say that you love me, and now I know it's true. You fill me completely. My heart belongs to you. Love was always an illusion, never something like a grasp. Always something for others. And suddenly you came across the line. Tell me you love me and hold me in your arms. Love me completely and keep me from harm. You say that you love me, and now I know it's true. You fill me completely. My heart belongs to you. Tell me you love me and hold me in your arms. Love me completely and keep me from harm. You say that you love me, and I know it's true. You fill me completely. My heart belongs to you. You fill me completely. My heart belongs to you. Well, now they've gone to great lengths to have some kind of goodies and coffee and I don't know what all. So we're gonna have a little break, maybe 15 minutes. If it goes longer, grab me and throw me up here. So, because it could be difficult to get away from all the people I'll be hugging. So, all right, see you back in a little bit, or whatever.
so everybody knows, we'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. So don't run away. We'll be right back. do when it's live?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Does your phone do that thing where when you tap on the screen it focuses on that place?
Yeah.
Because I was looking in the corner and like Reg is so bright pure white.
Yeah.
If you tap on him, will it focus on him and make him
It'll
less bright?
it'll make everything bright like this. He's having the same trouble with it reflecting off his stuff.
Okay.
How much did he see? 25. Embrace the journey. We're just going to start our second set here. As long as I can hang on. Am I making you guys dizzy yet? Can't do it with my left hand. Oh,
It's
just
very difficult for me to get Reg to come up and sing. So while we are waiting for Reg to come up to the stage, I'm going to make a draw. Because I promised you that those of you who found Ann Baron and put in your name to get our email list, they could be take part in the draw for a CD of your own choice. So I have a bunch of names here of people who opted in for our.
Did you do the thing? That really thing?
I had the wheelie thing. It's really good.
I have Oh, he stole my line, the little beggar.
Sorry. Sorry, Reg.
Okay, you're forgiven this time.
Yeah. So I have a really good wheel here. You can maybe see it. On my phone, I put all your names in. So I'm going to spin the wheel and we'll see who is going to win the CD. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Dum, da, dum, da,
It is spinning, 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 and it is slowly stopping, and it says. Okay, what does it say? Shirley!
Surely it does. Who's the Shirley? Shirley, where are you?
Shirley Cushing.
Shirley, right here. I mean Shirley with a CD. Oh, she's so lucky, little Shirley. Man, it's hard to be up here when I want to hug everybody and talk to everybody, and it's like, it'll take all night, but okay, we have all night. What's the rush, right?
So, a number of years ago, we wrote a song about some of our friends who were a married couple, and at some point, their marriage fell apart. So she was kind of chasing rainbows and thinking the grass was greener somewhere else. So we thought that was a good story to write a song about.
We were writing a song. It had a good effect, you know, like, well, you know, when you think, we all can get sometimes think that the grass is greener on the other side, and then we find out when we get there it was just AstroTurf. So it's like, well, that was fun. So that's what the cow said, right? Never mind.
So
I thought that was
your
fun.
jokes, Rach. One time was so good that you laugh at your own jokes.
Well, it's very important. If somebody finds me funny, I mean, come on. At least I know I'll always get one that laughs. You know?
Yeah, yourself. So let's sing Chasing Rainbows.
Yes. You'll just, and the cool thing, interesting about it is that she was a stewardess. So you'll see some references, hear some references in the song to that could kind of allude to that. So. What have you done with the girl I wed? You're not that same girl from my wedding bed. We're lying here and you turn away. My head starts to spin, have no words to say. I saw your story in Instagram glory. So what are you doing and why? Does the grass look greener still? I see
took a vow, and what did it mean? The life you have chosen has come between. You fly out to Paris, to Rome, and to Venice. Don't know what you're doing or why. Does the grass look greener still? Are you singing a bigger thrill? I don't know where you are. So do you think you're free, running at 30,000 feet? You seem so lost in space and don't know where you are. Chasing rainbows, whoa. Waking up alone in the morning light, thinking what has come between. Does the grass look greener still? Or is it a bigger thrill? I don't know where you are. Does the grass look greener still? Or is it a bigger thrill? I don't know where you are. So do you think you're free, running at 30,000 feet? You seem so lost in space and don't know where you are. Chasing rainbows, whoa. Chasing rainbows.
So Reg, you grew up on a farm in a town far away from urbanization.
Well,
Was it Canada, right?
I think it was in Canada. It was so long ago and so far away, I can't quite remember.
Even far away from civilization.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. You have to watch because, you know, the locals could get a little restless.
Oh, we are here now? Oh, sorry.
That's his attempted humor. I once asked a police officer, "Can you get arrested for attempted humor?" He just looked at me and said, "No." I thought that was so funny. I mean, come on, you get arrested for attempted murders. Why not attempted humor? So, anyway.
Anyway, you grew up on a farm here, and
I did. And I used to play with all these wonderful kids around here that there's two girls back there I ran into that we used to play as kids, and we used to do all kinds of things up in the balcony. Remember watching under when we had those festivals? And I remember one time, so I was sitting up there with these two, and we were waiting, and I won't say your names, Ronaldine, but Ronaldine, she's like, "Oh, I played so many wrong notes. Oh my God, I played so many wrong notes," and we laughed, so because it was like torture to do the festival, but it was fun. So,
and we have a song about actually a song we call "Song of Freedom," which is about realizing that you are loved even though you didn't know you were.
Yeah. Sometimes you get a wrong message, even though, folks don't always mean to say the things they say, they just say things. But sometimes if it's put together with, in a whole lot of it put together, it ends up being that a person is left with no ability to see that they're worth anything. And, I kind of just had a little of that feeling in my life. So, for me, I was kind of in a place most of my life where I just really didn't know if there was any such thing as actual unconditional love. And as my life progressed and time went, I really felt God began to show me that He was never going to throw me out. I think I always had this fear I would one day be just pitched. Even God would throw me out. So I literally, it sounds crazy, but I actually felt a horror and a fear of one day I'll just not be able to live up to the expectations that I thought was there, and I would be thrown out. And it was very damaging to me as a person. So at one point, things began to turn a bit for me to understand that that's not really the truth. God won't throw me out. He loves me, and that I'll never not be loved. And when that began to become a reality for me, I got really thankful, and I ended up writing a song called Song of Freedom that really expresses that. So. No one ever loved me the way that you love me. How can I say thanks to you since I found that you love me? All heaven surrounds me. I will give my life to you. What joy is greater than this? Such love I just can't resist. The time you've waited for me, you've won me now. Please hold me now. I am yours. You give beauty for ashes and joy for the sorrow. How can I say thanks to you? You brought light to my darkness, bright hope for tomorrow. I will give my life to you. What joy is greater than this? Such love I just can't resist. The time you've waited for me, you've won me now. Please hold me now. I am yours.
Freedom, sing a song of the redeemed. Sing a song of freedom. Sing a song of the redeemed. Sing a song of freedom. Sing a song of the redeemed. Sing a song of freedom. Oh, sing a song of the redeemed. What joy is greater than this? Such love I just can't resist. The time you've waited for me, you've won me now. Please hold me now. You've won me now. Please hold me now. I am yours.
Another thing that can happen when you if you're not really sure that you're loved, is that you will be trying to please everybody. I'm sure you don't know what that feels like.
No, no, Andreas, these are Canadians. They don't know what that's like at all. They never say they're sorry for anything. They just, the most polite people group in the world. I find it so fun. Because everybody in Europe knows, oh, Canadians, oh, they're so nice, they're so polite, they always say they're sorry. you see the contrast when you get away from it, and it's just our culture. But the whole thing about, I didn't mean to cut you off, you were going to say something important.
I'm just kind of trying to lead you up to saying exactly what you're saying right now.
Thank you very much. So, but the whole thing about, when you get where you're always trying to please everybody else, you're trying to live your life to make everybody else happy, it gets really, really old, and the reality is you end up in trouble, because you can never get it right. No matter how hard you try, the more you try, the more they're going to be ticked at you because you're not quite getting it right. So, better to stop. So, we wrote a song called Mess I'm In. For many years, blood, sweat, and tears, it cost me everything. Over hills of shame and fields of pain and lakes of misery. You turned me inside out. I'd scream and shout. I hope that they would see. I did it all for them. Where did they go? It all fell back on me. That's one of our most fun songs. I'd love to know.
And we, at one point, we looked in a play. What was I going to say? I was playing some music. And then I showed this to Reg, this music. Sometimes when we play music, when we find new songs, it will be Reg waking up from a dream with something, or me waking up from a dream having something. But this time, I just was playing around on the piano. And we looked at each other, what could this song be? Because that's how it sometimes happens. We have some line, or we have some either a text line or a musical line, and then we build something out of this. And this one was just really fun because we tried to figure out what this was. And then we found out this song here could be something that would align with the words from the Bible in Job, the book of Job, chapter 38.
The oldest book of the Bible, and Andreas kind of got really inspired by the whole poetic thing where God is talking to Job and asking him rhetorical questions, and it's really poetic. So we thought, well, this could be kind of cool, and especially with all the nuttiness going on in the world, like, you know, people think, oh, you know, we're bigger than God, we can do what we like, and all that stuff, but we kind of have figured out that, you know, the only thing that's going to it's only love that's going to rule over the universe. So we thought we would just kind of like go in there and find a bunch of really cool texts, and here we go.
So now we're going to sing Universe for you.
Yeah. What is a man? What is a man that he should conquer the universe?
I think he can use his power to crush the earth. For there will only be love ruling over the universe. Have you journeyed to the springs of the sea?
Or walked on the rock foundation of the dark blue deep?
Have you entered the storehouse of the snow?
Or sent lightning bolts from high to low? What is a man? What is a man that he should conquer the universe?
I think he can use his power to crush the earth. For there will only be love ruling over the universe.
Can you move the sun or make mountains melt?
Can you loosen the shiny stars in Orion's belt? Can you
Clothe a horse with his flowing mane?
or make the eagle soar at your command?
What is a man?
What is a man?
What is a man
That he should conquer the universe. I think he can use his power to crush the earth. For there will only be love ruling over the
about all these nature phenomena, do you call it that? All these
Nature phenomena.
It makes me think about of last Friday night when we drove from Pinoa and all the way to Brandon.
Yes, for a wedding social.
And on the way there, suddenly I looked out and saw, it's funny, it looks like a little bit too bright up in the north. And then I said, please stop the car, let's have a look. And then we saw it was actually the northern lights. And it was very beautiful green there. So, yeah, it just made me think of this when we sing about all these nature things.
Yes.
And yes, you're right. We were on the way to a wedding social, right, Becky? And
you know, we had a really long day. We had driven from Pinawa. We picked up my cousin Barb in Winnipeg off the bus in the most scary part of Winnipeg. And she had been traveling for 24 hours from North Bay and made the trip out here just so we could all see each other, which is, I think, so wonderful. And Marilyn too, and I've got all my cousins that are here today. Everybody, hi guys, back there, wave, there they are. So, and then by the time we got here and, you know, everything, it was getting later and later, and then we thought, oh my God, it's not in Carberry. I thought it was in Carberry. Oh no, it's in Brandon. Oh my God, we're not in Brandon. Okay, we're trying to Brandon. So we were like dead tired. We're like, okay, we're going in and we come on. And so we get in there, and then we see everybody, of course, in the Northern Lights, that was cool. But then we see everybody we know in there, and I mean, I got all the energy I needed. But then we decided that, well, Andreas had the bright idea that he would buy some tickets to support the family, the young couple that are getting married. And so he did, spend $20 on 50-50 tickets. So a little while later, they have the draw, and first number's drawn, and nobody comes around to claim it. So then they draw another number, and then nobody comes to claim it, and then they draw another number, and the next thing I see Andreas up collecting $500. So we felt really bad, actually. It was like, well, we thought it was unheard, but it's like, you can't do that. It's their wedding social. You're not supposed to take money, but apparently that's how it works here. So I like the system. I'm okay with it, really. And they didn't seem happy that we won, so okay.
Yeah, and it helps us cover the expenses for our flights. It's not that cheap to fly from Europe over here.
Yeah, I know all that good stuff. Yes, but you know what? I'm so glad we're here. So, what are we doing, mister? What's the dealio now?
We had somebody requesting a song.
We did.
So we did not plan to sing this song, but I think we're going to do it anyway, right?
Yeah, we thought, well, you know, it was someone really sweet and special that apparently requested a song, so how do you say no, right? So we're going to sing Amazing Grace. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. When bright shine.
Because, yeah, time.
The time is ticking by. Tick, tick, ticking away.
And so is the year. The year is also ticking by. Right now it's kind of spring. And we wrote a song about the seasons of the year. But it's also about the seasons of life.
Yeah.
Right, Reg?
Right, Andreas.
Yes.
Because you might have, we all have these seasons we go through. We think, oh my God, I'm in winter, I'll never get out. Of course, this is Manitoba, I know, I'm from here.
In Denmark, when we're in Denmark, Reg always says, we have 2 seasons. We have winter seasons, then we have mosquito seasons.
That is actually true. 6 months of snow and 6 months of mosquitoes. I'm sorry, but it's kind of true, isn't it? Am I not right? I don't even want to acknowledge that I'm right. No, it's okay. I understand. It's got to be traumatic. Well, anyway, Denmark's climate is like Vancouver, which is like terrible to have to put up with that. You can't shovel rain. How annoying. I love it here too. It's really cool, but it's weird because being away so long, I really see the contrast. I see there's a lot more of a drastic weather here. It's just how it is. We grew up in it. I grew up in it. So you don't think it's like that until you get away from it. And you discover how really intense the sun is, how intense the heat is, how intense the snow is. It's just a life of intensity. But that's kind of my life anyway, so I don't know why I'm after.
So we can feel that we're going through a winter in our lives. For example, when we fall and break our leg and our wrist and stuff like that.
What's with the we, Andreas?
I don't know. But we know that at some point everything will heal and the summer will come, spring will come.
And the casts will come off. Yes. There's hope.
Yeah.
And I almost tripped here when I didn't want to tell you because you get mad at me. But I can tell you now, Andreas, because there's witnesses that you'll be nice to me, right? So, because I nearly tripped on the mat. Because there was the cords under the mat, and my heel caught, and it was almost went for a spill, and thank God I just didn't see that because he would have bawled me out. Didn't do it on purpose, it was just an accident, I'm okay. Nothing broke.
Anyway, so it's actually a song about encouragement, so I hope you will take this encouragement to you, and that you will leave this evening with a lot of hope for your life, and hope for the future, hope for the week. Hope for the night, and also
it's a lot of hope in there.
A lot of hope. And if it's not enough hope, you could still go and buy one of our CDs.
You could, and then you can take hope with you. Hey, come on! What a deal! What a deal!
You can also still be on the newsletter. So Anne will be somewhere.
Little Anne back there waiting.
I think we are also going to put a piece of paper. So if Anne doesn't have time to take in then you can just write your name on a piece of paper and put it by the entrance.
Yes. I really hope we don't all just rush out. It would still be nice to kind of see some folks. At least that's just me. Yeah.
So please stay.
Yes. At midnight, no one will be kicking everybody out. Get out! Get out! So.
All right. Another chance to fly.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, sorry. You have postcards on your tables. Please take them with you. They are free. And on the back of that, you have our social media and everything. And you can, for example, find our YouTube channel where we have music videos of a lot of our songs. One of them is Another Chance to Fly.
Yes.
Days of ice and snow, as winter wraps the world in silver below. I know it's quiet in the sleeping giant's lair. The branches wait for spring in the air. From the mountains to the sea, from the oceans to the desert, there is brand new life for me. From the earth up to the sky, there is hope in every sunrise. There's another chance to fly.
In the fresh morning sun, morning, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we kind of actually, we were asked that maybe we sing one song that's not one we've written. So this is special for Allie. So we're going to sing You Raise Me Up.
Bye-bye. Can't record this. So.